We need to do more together. With most of the country already under extreme measures, it's clear that we need to do more together to bring this new variant under control while our vaccines are rolled out. In England, we must therefore go into a national lockdown which is tough enough to contain this variant. That means the government is once again instructing you to stay at home. You may only leave home for limited reasons permitted in law, such as to shop for essentials, to work if you absolutely cannot work from home, to exercise, to seek medical assistance, such as getting a COVID test, or to escape domestic abuse. The full details of what you can and can't do will be available at gov.uk/coronavirus. If you're clinically extremely vulnerable, we're advising you to begin shielding again, and you will shortly receive a letter about what this means for you. And because we now have to do everything we possibly can to stop the spread of the disease, primary schools, secondary schools, and colleges across England must move to remote provision from tomorrow, except for vulnerable children and the children of key workers. Everyone will still be able to access early years settings such as nurseries. We recognise that this will mean it's not possible or fair for all exams to go ahead this summer as normal. The Education Secretary will work with Ofqual to put in place alternative arrangements. We will provide extra support to ensure that pupils entitled to free school meals will continue to receive them while schools are closed, and we will distribute more devices to support remote education.
Quickly as possible, but you know, this is a known problem. This hasn't arrived tonight at 8 o'clock with the Prime Minister's announcement. This was a known problem, and plenty of people have been calling on the government for a very, very long time to have sorted this out. And I think many parents and others will be dismayed that it's still not sorted out.
Leader of the Opposition, thank you very much indeed. Sir Keir Starmer.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, in Northern Ireland, the Executive have been meeting to discuss further possible restrictions there. Let's speak to our senior Ireland correspondent, David Blevins. Now, David, as you were telling us earlier, of course, Northern Ireland has been in lockdown, is in lockdown already. What more might be done?
Well, that is a good question. And Northern Ireland currently in the second week of a 6-week lockdown, with all but essential retail and churches already closed. But primary school children and exam students in years 12, 13 and 14 are due to return to class next Monday. So I think we can safely assume that education is one of the options available to ministers. Their unscheduled meeting has been going on for the last 2.5 hours, and perhaps they are concerned about the knock-on effects for exams here, particularly the primary 7 transfer test in Northern Ireland, which is due to take place this Saturday, so not a lot of time for change to take place. But ahead of that unscheduled meeting, the First Minister, Arlene Foster, conceded that they really may have no option but to consider further measures now.
Well, certainly we're in a very dire situation. The advice coming to us is that we will need to take action, and we'll need to take action very quickly. So I don't want to prejudge the discussions at the Executive at 6 o'clock, but we will have very difficult decisions to take, there's no doubt about that. Schools will be part of the discussion tonight. I was very clear that I would like to keep schools open for as long as possible, but if it is the case that we do need to close schools, as we did in March of last year, I will deeply regret that, but we will of course take whatever action is needed based on the medical evidence in front of us.